Holy shit.
Holy shit, man. Look, I'm gonna put in this video of the Henderson Nevada, where there was a little UFO firefight, okay, using the invisible technology that our Space Force has control of. Obama announced Iron Man, and if you noticed, I put the Iron Man right here, okay? Okay, so we have Iron Man, but he's not in he has an electromagnetic bubble around him, just like the TR-3B. And so we're put up that video right here, and that shows the TR-3B over Paris popping the electromagnetic bubble. So shit is, look, the enemy is at the gate, guys. The enemy's at the gate. That's disturbing. Okay, so just the other day, we had Trump announce the Space Force. Okay, so let's bullet point that. So we have and what I was saying is, when Obama announced the building of Iron Man, it was already in production and was already deployed. He just announced that we're building it, because you have to have a plausible deniability in all this shit. And basically these guys like Obama, Trump, and the Chinese president would all be talking bullshit to each other, and Trump would say, or Obama would say, well, look, man, I'm gonna send you a message and you're gonna see it. So we're gonna use Iron Man, or a TR-3B, which carries 5 Iron Man. That's why you see a light and then little lights come out of it. That's the Iron Man. And all this stuff taps into the free energy, okay? And it's basically a global energy system. It's stellar. It's stellar. That's why NASA draws and paints out all the space images. You're not going to get a clear picture of any of it. That's why they're the blue ball. There's a video on YouTube. But anyway, now it's even getting better, because just the last, okay, this is how it goes. And sorry for rambling, because I'm very excited about this shit, and I feel like I'm the only one that's able to see this. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try and inform you of what's going on. So we have a Space Force. It's been a secret Space Force for a long time. We have bases on the moon. Actually, there's bases on the moon, and that's where we're building a lot of this, our new vehicles and stuff. But we have Russia and China thinking that Area 51 is where we do most of our stuff. But Area 51 is very important, and we can't lose that. And the way we would lose that is somebody would just take it over, and then our jets couldn't even do anything about it. And then you basically get the head guy, and then from the head guy, you don't do anything to him. You just have him give your orders. You see what I'm saying? So it's what they call a coup attempt, where they use your own people to enact laws without disrupting the system. Okay, so your tax money just ends up going to them, and they're socialist or communist or whatever, but they're not American with the free constitution where you could speak freely. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look at the events here that has unfolded. It was the X-22 report. So let's put X-22. It's a YouTube station, and they had this guy on there named Bill. I don't know his last name, I can't remember. And he announced that there was a notice in the paper or something like this, like a reporter put this down in writing, and what happened was Putin and China are working together, and Putin said to this reporter that we have hyperspeed, because see, there's this hyperspeed issue. This goes back in the days from 50 years ago with Admiral Byrd, and he said we need to be prepared to defend our borders with people with craft that can travel anywhere in the world in 12 minutes. Well, that's faster now. We're going faster, and so we refer to this as hyperspeed. Now, Putin comes out and he told the reporter, we have hyperspeed and we could deliver nuclear warheads anywhere in America in minutes. And there's not a radar system on a jet craft, and there's not a jet that can shoot a rocket that can hit these vehicles, because they can move so fast. They're here, and then they're there, and then they're there, and there. Oh, here, boom, boom, boom. Now, how's your little rocket gonna go? We got hyperspeed. Now, Russia says they have hyperspeed. This is all the stuff I've been telling you about. You could go to my videos on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe, get the alerts, because nobody else is bringing it to you the way I'm bringing it to you. This is all, UFOs are military. Don't be fooled.
They don't need the dollar. And I think the timing is very, very curious. Actually, I don't think it's curious. I think it's not a coincidence at all. Just go back 2 weeks ago, Vladimir Putin made the statement that Russia has hypersonic weapons that can reach anywhere in the world and can't be stopped. And then again on Saturday, China announced the same thing. And we also saw what our press has described as a UFO, and I highly doubt it was a UFO that was tracked at hypersonic speed. I think it's one of what Russia and China say they have.
It is people, and it is people like me and you. It is Americans, the new world order. We just have a different domain that we've been using. We have the land, we have the sea, and we have this airspace, or Air Force, so the sky. But now we have, because of the fourth state of matter and the electromagnetic field that extends throughout the universe, now we have a different domain, and that's the Space Force, okay? So our Space Force is so far ahead of everybody else's. Now we have Russia stating, oh, well, we have hyperspeed and we've already been over your territory, and they're releasing the good footage like that's their craft. That's not their craft, that's our craft, showing the American people our capabilities, okay? Now, this gets a little bit, that's my car, man, that's the shit right there. Okay, so anyway, now China, right after that, in another report in their newspaper, admits that they have hyperspeed and they could do the same as Russia. They could attack America in nuclear capabilities in hyperspeed. Okay, so if you want to hear that report, you got to go to the X-22 report. I'm going to put a link in the description. All right, so watch that video, and it explains how China, okay, so there's the petrodollar, and I haven't really covered it all that well. Look, if you're Chinese and you want to buy oil from Saudi Arabia will not accept the yuan. They won't accept the yuan. Saudi Arabia has an agreement with America to only accept the US dollar. So it's the US, so China has to convert their yuan into dollars, and then they have to pay Saudi Arabia, okay? But apparently Saudi Arabia and Russia and China has all been doing this backdoor talk, and they're trying to get back at us. So look, Area 51, they said Henderson, Nevada, there was that firefight. just a few days ago. Okay, I reported, I didn't think it was from America, but I kind of did, but I didn't want to say because I didn't know where it was. But now I know it's Henderson, Nevada, and I'm going to put a link in the description on that video. And this is all just subject for you to look into, okay? Just because you don't know about it or never heard about it or it's not on the news, don't mean shit ain't going down, because there's shit going down you don't even know about. You're too busy with memeing it. You're too busy Facebooking it. You're busy working. You got shit to do. And we're all busy trying to keep our head above water so we can survive in this modern day world. We're a capitalist society, and if you don't have money, you end up homeless, okay? So where was we? This is where we were. X-22 report, you gotta listen to this report. The guy Bill explains that China announces hyperspeed, Russia announces hyperspeed, and that they're willing to do this stuff and they could do it. And even Putin himself was bragging, dude. And this war has been going on for a long time. I've been watching it in the background, but now it's right over Area 51. Because look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Henderson, Nevada, Area 51. Now a new report just on third phase of the moon. One of my favorite channels again. And I've wrote them, but they don't get it. And I think they're very scared because they've been reporting on these phenomenon and UFOs. And now once you start realizing that UFOs is the United States Space Force, and we have these type of ships that will operate using the electromagnetic field, they levitate, they haul ass in hyperspeed, and they're invisible using invisible cloaking paint and another frequency. There's a frequency type thing that can create invisibility. So our jets aren't worth a shit, okay? We need more of these. We need more of these. We need more of these. And we need more of these. Okay, so the TR-3B has been upgraded over the last years. There's trillions missing from the black budget, and the TR-3B has been now upgraded to the Aurora. Okay, so let's get, now that you understand what I'm talking about, there's a war, and it's all about this Chinese Yuan, okay? China announced on the X-22 report that they was gonna buy and sell oil using a Chinese petro yuan. Now who's gonna accept that? Who's gonna accept the yuan for oil? Whoever does, they're in big trouble, okay? They're in big trouble. And they announced, China said that they was gonna do this on March 25th. Okay, so March 25th, China is set to buy and sell oil using the petro yuan. And the powers that be have it set up that you're gonna use the dollar or you're gonna end up like Gaddafi. So this shit's gonna get real interesting. I mean, anyway, this is what happens, just like in Casablanca during World War II. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And so bear with me. I know I get excited and I'm not the best. My speech is, and I'm ugly and all that, but you can deal with it. So that's how interesting this shit is. If we zoom in over here, you're gonna see that the TR-3B is the Aurora. I'm not gonna put it in there right now. We're running out of time. It's been 13 minutes. Let's get back to the X-22, the hyperspeed, and now third phase of the moon. Third phase of the moon, we had 2 Amazon reporters. Drivers, semi-drivers that go from LA to Arizona and Arizona to LA for Amazon. They have dash cams. They have pulled over to take photos of this stuff. And now that report is on third phase of the moon. The link is in the description. Hey, but before you do that, I mean, or while you're doing that, man, give me a like. I need a like, man.
Holy shit.